Hello everybody, my name's Steve, and in this video I'll be showing you how to get a flame from birch bark and a ferro rod. So the items you will need to start a fire with birch bark is 2 dry pieces of birch bark, a knife, ferro rod, and in my case a striker, but you can use a knife if it works on your ferro rod. I need to stress that the birch bark that you're using needs to be collected and dried. This will not work if the birch bark is damp or soggy wet. So when you're obtaining birch bark from your local woodlands, which I have an abundance of, you need to identify the tree that you are finding. Here is a few images now of what a birch tree and what the bark looks like. In the case of using birch bark, it's best practice to use dead birch bark that is dead full, but you can use live trees as long as you do not cut a whole circumference layer off. It needs to be a small amount to allow the tree to recover from what's just happened to it. Your first step to getting birch bark to set alight is by taking your knife. Don't scrape it like this, scrape it flat. Make sure you're in an area that's not too windy, because your bits that you scrape off will just blow away. So you need to sort of really just get some of the layers off like that. Really try and get some fine bits of birch bark off. Parts that are going to light are the bits that are the fine, really fine powdery fragments. So just use the knife straight like that until you end up with powdery substance like that. In a minute you'll understand why I use 2 pieces of birch bark. This is purely because when you first light the flame, it will be a very small flame. You use the opposite piece of birch bark above that little flame, and then the whole piece of this second piece of birch bark will catch a light. When using your ferro rod and your firelighter, you need to place it where the powdery substance is, making sure your substance doesn't blow away in the wind, and then you just need to make nice strikes. You don't need to do any of this, flicking it down like that, or any of this sort of stuff. Just place it on there and just keep sort of going up and down, up and down, up and down. See, there's the little flame. Use your other piece. So I didn't get it that time. So as you can see, it didn't catch it that time. So what I need to do now is get some more birch bark. This can sometimes be a little bit of a learning experience for you. It's not always done first time. So you need to get some more of that birch bark for it to light. The more you've got there, the better, really, because it's got more to burn. Let's try again. Use your other piece. You see the way that's catching now? Now what you want to do is put that all under your twigs, and that's how you make your flame with birch bark. And that's the birch bark there. As you can see, that burns very well, and that's from that tiny bit of birch bark powder. And even when you finish with that bit, you can chuck that bit on there and that'll go up. So yeah, hopefully that helps someone out and they can use the birch bark method. But I need to stress that this will not work in wet conditions. If you want to do fires in wet conditions, you need to look at alternatives such as fat wood, very resinous type stuff. Well, hopefully that helped some of you out with your fire lighting. If you liked what you've seen and you want to see more videos, please like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you get notified of all upcoming videos. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.